Marvin Gaye and What's Going On BBC Radio Solent. Afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, 9th of March. You're with Lou through until 6 o'clock this evening. Now, some news of the day, and an awards programme has been launched in the South for unsung heroes who've been going above and beyond to help during the pandemic. Things like collecting prescriptions, medicine, shopping, maybe even more. Well, nominations are now open for the Test Valley COVID-19 Unsung Hero Awards. That's what they're called. A member of Youth Parliament for North West Hampshire, Dmitrijs Meiksans, MYP, joins me on the line to tell us a little bit more. Dmitrijs, lovely to talk to you once again. This sounds such a fabulous idea. Tell me more about it.
Thank you very much for having me, Lou. I think it's been, the pandemic has been a difficult time for absolutely everyone. And there have been people, like we've already had nominations for, who have stepped up to help their local community. And that has been an absolutely amazing thing to read about from the amazing nominations that we've had pouring in already.
Tell me about some of the stories, if you can, then, about some of these nominations that have been coming in.
Yeah, I mean, we've had such an amazing response so far. We've had people talking about these amazing community groups that have just popped up out of nowhere in response to the coronavirus pandemic to support their local residents. So in smaller villages across Test Valley and in much more bigger regions such as in Andover and in Romsey. So, for example, in Andover, we've got the self-isolation help group that have been started by lots of different members of the community who have quite literally responded and recruited hundreds of volunteers to support their local most vulnerable residents.
And the first recipients have already been awarded, haven't they?
Yes, they have. We've got Chris Craig from Wellow in Test Valley, and then also the Bracefield Pantry, who have both demonstrated the absolutely amazing resilience that some of these groups and individuals have shown.
And so you're looking for nominations now. Just tell me how people can nominate, what the whole process is.
Yes, absolutely. So we are accepting nominations for 10 whole weeks. Now, we've already had the first week, so 9 more weeks to go. And every single week, we will recognise 2 unsung heroes, which will then be shortlisted from the pool of nominations. And then all the nominations are received by the members of the public. So we're really, really looking forward to receiving all the nominations. And people can nominate by going to www.testvalleycuha.co.uk/nominate.
It must be really hard deciding who's going to properly benefit from this, because ultimately everybody who's nominated is deserving, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. And that's going to be the biggest, most difficult part of this. But apart from the 20 unsung heroes that we're going to recognise, we're also going to recognise all of the amazing people that have been nominated by the members of the public by sending them a certificate and some nice words as well, just to show a little bit of appreciation.
Lovely. That's a really lovely idea. Dmitrijs, how are things with you then? Because you're presumably back at school now, are you?
Yes, I am. Today was the first day back, and it was really, really interesting to see. Absolutely everything is the same from when we were actually going back to school it was December then, we were still in school. But then face masks in every single part of indoor in school, so that's been interesting to adjust to. But yeah, it's good that we are back in school, that's for sure.
And what's the mood like now amongst everybody? Is it sort of real excitement that you're back, or just a bit of trepidation that you don't want it to happen again?
I don't know. I think we've seen a real mix there. That people have obviously experienced so many different things throughout lockdown. Well, the third lockdown now, and it's definitely been a mixed response. But I think everyone is very slightly, if not a lot, excited to be back at school.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, thank you so much for talking to us about the Unsung Heroes Award. Dmitrijs Meiksans, who is member of Youth Parliament for North West Hampshire. And if you're in the Test Valley, if you know somebody that deserves an award and a nomination, you can get in touch on the website, which is testvalleycuha.co.uk/nominate. testvalleycuha.co.uk/nominate. Nearly 4:30, we'll have a look at the news